Hey there everyone, this is LifeBreak. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey. Today we are going to begin exploration of the second floor. Everything that goes with that. Well, it's a little bit of a walk there, so I'm gonna cut out. Welcome to the second floor of the first stratum. There are 5 new enemies here, 2 FOEs and 3 normal ones. The 3 normal enemies that are appearing on this floor now are Venom Flies, which we are already kind of familiar with, as well as fenders and hares. And the two FOEs are Cayutha and Ragelope. I'm going to meet all of these in a little bit. First of all, this event I think makes someone lose 10 HP or something. Just don't take it. Move on. I'm going to have to arrive at this fork here and we can decide whether we want to go west or east. We're definitely going to go west. I mean, come on, east is a lame direction. Everyone goes right when they come at an intersection. Come on. I'm kidding, but some people will genuinely go east because they feel something with that direction. Alright, here's Venomfly in action. We've already kind of seen him, and this set looks super easy. So, you just need to be aware of the poison damage. I think we'll be fine. Like, this should do it, like, no problem. Oh, except for the mole living. That's not something I accounted for. But the moles themselves at this point don't do much damage to my characters. It's the poison I'm worried about. That poison damage is the big and main reason most of the time you're going to go back, is because either a fender hits you or a Venomfly poisons you and you don't kill it that turn. Of course, I could have used Tornado and made that a no TK, but Tornado's a little expensive at this point. So we're trying to be a little conservative on TP, and this is something that's really hard for teams that have Alchemist, is knowing when you can conserve your TP and when you have to use it in the fight. It's learning when to use your TP intensive attacks and skills is always the hard part in an Etrian Odyssey series, and you're gonna get it wrong the first several times you play. And go sent home early or get a game over, regardless of the result. It's just something you're gonna have to learn intuitively over time. Talk. As you continue down your winding path, you see a soldier basking in the warm sunlight. That means he only appears here during the day. Noticing your presence, he calls to us, "Hello." After a brief chat, he comes here to help those navigating the forest. The soldier offers to sell you any of his tools you find yourself in need of. Choose the item you believe you will need most from the following. Would you like a weapon to battle monsters, a medicine to heal the injured, or we're fine, thank you? I definitely recommend the medicine. The weapon is, I think, a short sword. And you shouldn't need one of those. And you're gonna have to pay money for that, so it's like, well, I'm gonna tell you why the medicine's better, as I buy the medicine. Need a medicine to heal wounds? Hearing this, he removes a small bottle from his pack. Medicine should serve your restorative needs. As for the price, since you're licensed explorers, you may have it for 100 Intal. Oh my god, Intal is the currency of the game. It's the currency of all of the games. Pay the soldier his 100 Intal, or reconsider your purchase. Pay 100 N? Yes. And there is very much worth paying this guy 100 N for the medicines he's about to give you. And transaction having completed, soldier bids you farewell. You return your business investigating the forest land, obtained a Soma. A Soma will heal, I think, roughly 80 HP to everyone in the party. It's very nice to have around, especially in this early stage, since it's essentially a salve without needing to use salve. And since I'm not going to have salve for a little while, it's going to be especially helpful for me when I need a party heal. So let's move on. I always recommend buying the medicine from that guy and never the weapon. Usually the weapon isn't worth it, and it's too expensive. Alright, so now that we've essentially gotten back to where we started, we can actually do proper exploration of the floor. And oh no! As you continue your adventure, ferocious roar echoes through the forest. Moments afterwards, you hear heavy, hoofed footsteps galloping through the forest. A dreadful enemy unlike any you've ever seen is approaching. The dot on the map is a type of enemy known as an FOE. Or some Latin thing that I can't read. If anyone wants to leave a pronunciation guide, that would be great. For every movement you make, it makes one as well. Consider any FOEs before taking action. In the Japanese, they're called field-on enemies. In our language, some people have changed the abbreviation to fucking overpowered enemies, though, you know, insert your word choice of your own acronyms of choice. Interpret that as you will. Let us move forward. Double Venomfly set. This is probably one of the easier of the sets around. You could probably OTK this if I use Drain or Mirage. Doesn't really matter, they're both the same strength. I'm gonna use Drain Mirage on the one on the right. Have a bunch of people gang up on one on the left, and hit the one on the right. Like so, that should do it. Okay, yep, that killed that as planned. And that one's dead as planned. Awesome. Drain is very inexpensive, so I'm going to be spamming it like a mofo. So let us move up. And no, I usually don't curse this much. It's just when I feel like it. I'm off and on about it. I usually won't if I have the option to. But usually for like context-sensitive type stuff, I like using curse words a little bit more than some people would like. Though I do only use them rarely. There we are. Now the way this first one acts is that you can't get behind it by waiting here. Like usually, like, oh, he will move one more up. Oh no, he moved back in my path. So you can't get behind this guy yet. And there's stuff behind him, so darn. But we'll just have to come back for that later when we can deal with the FOE. And depending on your team, you could actually probably face him right now. Though my team isn't quite suited for FOE combat this early. An Alchemist with, like, level 7 poison around now can easily take care of that guy. But I don't have an Alchemist with level 7 poison, so I'm just going to move on. Let's see. This is just a raw dead end. That was pointless. Meet the Fender. Fender hits one person really hard, and it's usually hard enough to make a real difference. I'm gonna have people attack them all, use front, or not Defender, front guard, and a Bravery. Fender missed, that's nice. Typically he's gonna hit, just saying. If he hits, he does hit hard. And we should be safe from here to do all-out attacks, I think. Yes. That was actually a toss-up that was a little risky. Fenders give a lot of experience and sometimes occasionally drop horns. This time they didn't. You're gonna need 2 horns later for a quest later. At least from what I recall anyway. You need horns for something. Treasure? Nope, that's not a treasure. This is treasure. This is a Medica, I think? Oh, yes. Free warp wire, do want. That gave me a spare. Oh, right. So, recommendation, if you forgot your warp wire, on this one occasion, you get a freebie. Just, you know, for this one occasion. I don't think there's any FOEs in this path, so we're just gonna walk on it. Double hair sets. Usually, early on in this floor, you're gonna run into a single hair plus a tree rat set. That's a lot easier to deal with. Typically, you want to gang up on a hair, and that will work. Otherwise, you're probably gonna get hit a few times. They do moderate damage, not severe. So, I wouldn't worry about getting hit by them too much, but they can be cause of alarm if you have lesser equipment that can't take hits. Anything else? No. The Venomflies do have a conditional drop, actually. Venomflies, if you kill them with the elements of fire, volt, or ice, you can get insectized. You can also do this on woodflies and get the exact same item. It's one of the very few instances in Etrian Odyssey where 2 different enemies share the same item. So, with that out of the way, there's actually quite a few. Like in EO2, Gumhide was shared by God All Everything, for example. So, enemies can share stuff, but they usually don't. There's nothing in here. Alright, we're gonna go south. Well, this is just gonna curve around into an event, I think. Let's see what it is. I don't remember. Another one of these. Oh no, we got blindsided. Oh! Speed increased. Okay, this is bad. That means only front guard's gonna save me now. Let's do tornado. Tornado drain. Right, no, we need a front guard. Front guard goes immediately. So, a cure would be nice, and a bravery. Let's try that. Oh, yes. Sometimes enemies are a little bit stupid in this game and will spam their status buffs. And this is when you're happiest. Usually, they usually don't. But it also teaches me that, yeah, essentially we got a horn out of that. And that bravery plus, well, bravery's only level 3. I think drain plus tornado is enough to kill a Fender, so that's nice to know as well. Spot an orange fruit growing on the wall of trees. This edible looking fruit makes your mouth water. Be no trouble if you take the fruit and eat it. No thank you. Now this fruit will remain here until you eat it the first time. It will make the front left member lose 10 TP, I think. Well, let's see, we got this FOE. He's still going back, still going back, still going back. Looks like he's at a dead end. Well, that's 3 spaces ahead. We're just gonna have to know that he's here. And now this is the set I was talking about earlier. You're more likely to run into this set than the double hair set, in which case you just gang up on the hair and you'll have absolutely no problems at all. Like, seriously, it's that easy. That easy. That easy. In a small amount of experience, you're gonna come up here. North is going to disappoint you greatly if you go down it, and it's going to make you run into more sets than usually necessary. I recommend avoiding going north at this intersection. Go south. We'll go north later. Just for right now, we're going to go south. Usually I explore every dead end before making the way of progress. In this case, not really. Right now there's FOEs blocking paths and everything, so we're just going to take the southern path, because that's going to take me to the exit and place I need to go. If we're lucky, we can get to the third, well, I say if we're lucky. If our TB doesn't become totally drained by the time we reach the 3rd floor, we may be able to get something important done today as well. This goes backwards. Where does this go? Dead end? Does this dead end do anything? Yes, okay, what's this? Don't remember this event. Tree standing in front of the narrow trail, you see a shriveled green fruit. Judging by its color and shape, it doesn't look edible. If you really wish, you can pluck the fruit and eat it. Let's try. Fruit was fresh and juicy. 10 HP. Yes, the green fruit is the one you want. The orange fruit is the one you don't, and so is the yellow fruit. Another Fender mole set. Fair enough. Alright, this one has a 4 patrol, and it looks like it's going to go up like this. And we got a monster. I'm going to put the monster symbol up here, because that's the area I'm not going to walk on. Back up, go forward, you're safe, and then go forward again. This is not a hard puzzle. It's really not. The FOE puzzles do get a lot more complicated. This floor is like bare bone basics about FOEs. This next floor is when FOEs get fun. Ooh. Alright, we got a Woodfly Double Venom Fly set. I think we're not going to use Tornado, we're just going to use Drain. I think I'm going to tank a hit, that would be best, because I do have a lot of healing TP around right now, but I don't really have enough attacking TP, so we're gonna tank these hits and then use healing TP to help us. So again, just learning how to balance your TP. I'm kind of good at it because I've played Etrian Odyssey for a long time, but when you first start, it's going to be a little harder. Even if you look at what I do, it's not going to be the same case every time. If those Fenders had hit me, I'd have a lot less healing TP as well. The EXP around here is also a lot more decent. So I guess we're gonna go move on to the 3rd floor, since we are still in, like, absurdly good shape for where we are right now. The 3rd floor may or may not crush my dreams, so let us go down. Welcome to the 3rd floor. There's a new FOE called the Stalker here. Fleeing from these creatures is no shameful thing. In the depth, survival is paramount, and that now it tells me. So avoid. Whoops! This is mapping it wrong. So, well, these deep red FOEs are even harder than the regular orange FOEs we've been running into recently. So it may be best to just steer clear of these guys whenever you see them. And it's true. I'm gonna go back downstairs and go back up, because that thing, I think, moved without my permission, and that just screws up getting past this guy. Getting past this guy is really easy. Really easy. It's the easiest thing ever. Alright? These guys move 3 times, and then they stall, and then they move 3 times, and then they stall, etc., etc., etc. Alright? Very easy. Easy pattern. Easy, easy, easy. So, 1, 2, 3. Well, he stalled because he already moved. And that's 1, 2, 3, stall, etc., etc., etc. Yep. Now we know the wall is 2 down from here, so we're just going to ride that along like this. And this is the easiest way to evade him. You don't have to do any fancy stuff. You just have to go south and then west. It's easy. Easy, right? Alright, awesome. So now that we've learned an FOE's pattern, we get to apply that elsewhere, but not for right now. We're probably about to run into hard fight number 1. This floor is going to throw the hardest fights you've ever seen in your life in about 10 seconds. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, this is the easiest set on this floor. I'm probably exaggerating that a little bit, but it is one of the easiest sets on the floor. And whenever you get this, you just say hallelujah that this wasn't a different set. Trust me, this is the easier of the sets. We're going to kill Venomfly, kill Mole. I'm going to tank damage this turn, which is fine because we have plenty of HP to tank right now. And it looks like they didn't want to use poison, and one of the moles missed, so we are in the clear. We're just going to have Eric finish that one off, and that should clear us up. As I just said, this is one of the easier sets you can run into. Very easy set. Sometimes the poison can get a little chaotic, but it usually doesn't take more than 2 turns to deal with it, so it's very nice. And it gives a nice amount of experience, which gets us to level 7. Okay, so are we working on... Okay, Tornado's at level 2, we have how much TP? 17. That is not enough for me to progress. I want 21 TP before I upgrade. So, we're just going to pump a level into TP up. That's going to put us absolutely nowhere, which is fine. We expect that. And we're just going to have to wait another level for that to kick into effect. And Flora? Nope. Linda? Okay, Linda's getting Cure 3 to 3. Now we just need to get Healer 2 more levels, and then we're going to be on our way to Revive, and then we're going to be on our way to Immunize. Okay, so now what? Yeah, we continue on as business as normal. Alright, awesome. Wow, I'm klutzy klutz right now. Stop being klutzy klutz. Uh-oh, new FOE. Isn't this one supposed to be chasing me? The other one chased me. What's up? Oh no. This one doesn't follow the same rules. That's right, 2 of the same FOE don't necessarily involve the same rules. But this one is rather easy to avoid. So it's very easy. You pop up in front of it, then you lure it forward, and it's only going to move across this horizontal plane, which makes it very easy to avoid. So you can get in front of its face like that and not be scared. And then you move over. Uh-oh. Okay. Meet the Mandrake! Mandrake is one of the 2 new enemies on this floor, I think, and maybe it might not be. Yeah, 1 or 2 new enemies on this floor. It can occasionally lower your team's defense. It's not bad. This is also one of the easier sets on the floor. The dangerous set I'm talking about that we're probably not going to get to see is the double hair, double roller set. That set is pure nightmare when you see it. And you're probably going to see it because it's a very common set on this floor. But for now, the game is being very generous in giving me all the easy sets, so I don't have to worry about TP as much. So we're going to be able to stay here a little bit. Soft Tide, that's nice. Mandrake didn't give us his Vine, which isn't very good because we like his Vine because it gives us buff coats and stuff. But we're gonna live. Ren is fine. Okay. Move forward, move down. All right. We have 3 spaces in front of us. Oops, no, that's the FOE symbol. Don't drag that. All right. Well, Lady Luck has found it in her interest to make me live today, so we actually made it to this door. And this is an important plot point, so here we go. We get to talk to some very plot important characters. Let's go. Hello. As you walk through the forest, 2 female adventurers, one has black robes and flame hair, and the other looks fierce and has a katana. Oh. Adventurer appears to be veterans, and they have no more, they make no move to lower the defenses. Perhaps they'll relent if you tell them that you're also adventurers of Edria. I wonder what happens if I say no. I've always said yes to this point. I wonder what happens if you say no. Are you men? Are peace and capable of speech? This area is closed. Return to the town and take the matter. Take the matter up with Rada Hall. I am Ronan. Ronan. Oh well, they go through their introduction as normal. All right. So saying yes or no doesn't matter. Plot will still continue. Guard here, Rada's orders. It seems asked the Rada official for details on the situation. Alright, so we can't continue until we go back to Rada Hall, which kinda sucks. So let's go south. Oh, well, this dead ends, and there's nowhere else to go. Let's get into one last fight before we go. Aww, this isn't gonna be hard at all. Alright, a bunch of level 7s. Alright, we're gonna get Defender to 2. Eric is going to get, Mirage to 3. Mirage to 3. We're gonna get Mirage to 3, and we're going to get, Blaze to 1. Awesome. This is the Nightmare set. This is the set you're gonna run into often, and this is the set you're gonna hate with all your guts. How do you do it? With 2 hairs and a roller. Like Mirage, blah, didn't confuse him, whatever. Do a little bit extra damage. It uses Defend, which is annoying as all get out, which is fine. That means it didn't attack us. Tornado's gonna kill these two hairs. And it's gonna hurt that roller. Didn't quite kill it because it used Defender, but if it didn't use Defender, we'd be fine right now. And go ahead and defend this turn as Linda cures you, and that should pretty much deal with it. Like, that should end off this fight. These rollers hit hard. It's very depressing that nobody killed that roller. It's really depressing running into this set, and it's very hard if you don't have some sort of crowd control or easy way to kill enemies off. So like, you either send strong attacks to kill the hairs first, which is what I recommend, or use Tornado and kind of kill all 3. You have to kill them off fast, that's the key, otherwise they actually just steamroll your team. Gadra needs to defend this turn. And we should be able to defeat this set. But otherwise, yeah, this is Nightmare set. This is a set you don't like. And it gives a crap load of EXP, as you would expect. And we get a gun hype, which is also nice. And a hair tail, which is also nice. Alright, after you've done all this stuff, you can warp wire out of here, because we don't want to stay here any longer, trust me. Even though we have some staying power still with us, we've run out of Tornado TP, so it's time to get out. We're going to sell some stuff, and then we're going to see what's up. Enamel bow. Nice. We're not going to upgrade bows just yet. And that ocarina is worthless, so we're going to pass up on that too. Hide vest, hide hat, all of this stuff, well, not all of this stuff is worthless. The hide hat's actually very nice. Small fang, bug wings, soft type. Alright, so what did we get access to? Enamel bow, that's kind of worthless, and hide vest, which is very worthless, and hide hat, which is kind of useful. Then look at the team, see who needs what. You don't need nothing. I'd say upgrade that to a, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna upgrade that to the hat. This hat is a lot cheaper than the ring that does the same thing. So, that, and it's a hat. So, you know, that's why I'm gonna upgrade that. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this hide ring. Anything else really from this department? Not really, not really, okay. We already have a second warp wire, and the guys are we're done shopping. Let's go to the Rada Hall, see what's up. Yes, members of Zaryan. Aw. Don't want to postpone. Till the lower floors are confirmed safe, we have to abandon. New missions available. We're going to pick this up next time. So, hey there everyone, this has been Liferik. As always, I thank you for watching. Next time we are going to hopefully start that, probably not, depends. See you guys later.